This working with the business community is an area that I've already spent a lot of time on. I've reached out from the time I was first elected as a Traverse City Commissioner to the Chamber of Commerce and taken advantage of how I can connect with businesses, their educational opportunities, as well as their governmental structure. I think one of my first acts as a city commissioner was to work with the chamber on a special committee that was formulated to undertake a review of Traverse City Light and Power. And what we did, our goal in that effort, was to find a very skilled, knowledgeable, independent consultant that could look at the operations of Traverse City Light and Power and make sure that they were efficient in terms of their ratepayers. I think we were very successful in that. In fact, Traverse City Light and Power Board engaged the very same consultant to help them with education. I think as a result, we have a much better educated board who is much more engaged and understands the operations of the utility. One thing that the business community really needs is predictability and dependability. And those are the things that I will work on the business community with and along with and in collaboration. They need to know that the zoning laws, the ordinances, the things that come from the city can be depended on to be consistent when they're investing their dollars. One thing that is an example of that, when earlier this year when the city was working on the West Front Street project, I was informed, and I was not aware that I was misinformed at the time, but I was informed that the street, during a very important festival to the city, that the street was going to be narrowed to in one direction. Well, I immediately went down to that area. I talked with the city staff. I talked with several of the merchants. I asked the merchants what their understanding was of the situation, how they'd been informed, how they felt about things. And I was assured by the business owners that I spoke with that they were comfortable with what was going on, that in fact I had been misinformed, and that the street was in fact going to be functioning in two directions. But then I also reached out and said, if you have any other concerns about the road or the project, please be sure and let me know. So that is a tangible example of something I've done recently. Another example is when Traverse City Light and Power was undertaking the transmission process at Hickory Meadows, and there were some concerns about overhead transmission, distribution. I always get those confused, but their transmission concerns. What I heard from a business, Boride Engineered Abrasives Corporation, emailed the commissioners and indicated that they were concerned about utility rates and about what this change might mean to their business. So I took advantage of the opportunity to go to that business, to walk that business with the president, and we learned about their energy initiatives, what it took to run their business, how they could be more energy efficient. And so those are just a couple of examples of how I've already worked with the business community, and I intend to continue to do very similar things as the need arises.